It's Ebro in the Morning, Large Styles. Mario's on the show. Give it up for Mario right now on the program. Look, Rosenberg's on assignment. He's in Vegas doing the HBO Canelo Khan fight.
Word.
Yeah, so he's living life. You know, it's ESPN's own, and HBO and Hot 97 got a great relationship, so it all kind of bundles together.
Y'all doing big things, man.
We trying to work, bro. We trying to work.
You've been doing this for a while.
26 years, man. I've been in radio since 1990 when I was 15 years old. You've been in music for how long now?
This will be, 15 years? It don't even feel like it, though.
Yo, and you was what age? You was real young when you started?
I was 14 and a half when I started. My first single came out when I was 15. But I started recording when I was 14.
So we was just talking before the interview started about you don't really have any controversy, and I kind of point to, you know, how adult you've had to be in embracing your personal life in a real way once you let us in a little bit farther to the story about your mother.
Yeah.
I wanted to get an update on that.
Yeah,
How is mom?
You know what? She's good, man. You know, and it's crazy because I think that's a question to ask her. I stepped away from being like the father figure that I was to her because I was finding I was losing myself in my life and what I was trying to do.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Ma, you gotta step it up and start, you know, deciding who you want to be and deciding if you really want to take the next step in your life as far as, you know, getting clean and really taking it serious because there's a lot of people out there that can relate to your story, that can relate to who I am, to our story. But you know, I would say for her life, she has her own walking her own purpose, you know, and I want her to find that. I don't want to be a crutch.
How hard was that for you?
It was really hard, man. It's hard. It's still hard to this day knowing that, you know, maybe she might not make the right choice, you know, and not being able to, you know, change things the way I would want it to be as a son, like, you know. But
do you ever just call your mom like on some like Mom, I love you, just
Absolutely.
random, just I love you, just know that I love you. Like, what do you see her like? How is it?
I do. I call her and I tell her that every once in a blue, but I could do it more often than I do, to be honest with you. But
are you angry?
Sometimes.
Like when you think of your mom, you get a little angry a little bit.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, but not as much as I used to, because I found a way to, you know, express myself in different ways and, you know, to let it out in different ways that I don't hold on to the resentment. Because when you start holding on to resentment, it eats you alive, man, to be honest with you. That's in any situation. But love is always the answer, bro, to be honest with you.
This hits home.
It's hard, though. It's hard.
Well, Laura, you go through similar things, right?
It hits home. Everything you're saying, it hits home. I struggle. I've been struggling with my dad, too. Mm-hmm. He has, his own issues, but I had to deal with the fact that I was always like feeling guilty that I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then my dad has he's manic depressed and he's so many things wrong with him. But there was times where I would be like, he would make me feel guilty and I would carry that guilt.
Yeah.
And I would have, I was calling every day, I was stressing. It was taking over my life where I couldn't function. I wasn't sleeping. I just wasn't healthy. And I had to make the decision that, listen, I have to live my own life and take care of myself. And then, sometimes I deal with I don't call him for weeks. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I'm running away from it. And I'm scared that one day he's going to call me and something bad is going to happen. But, I went through therapy. I'm still in therapy over that.
That's crazy. I never thought about the therapy situation.
You never been to therapy?
Nah.
You should go, bro.
Oh, it changed my life.
This
I know.
But before we get to that, I'm gonna say something about that. But I want to get to anybody out there who's dealing with a situation like this. First and foremost, we have to remember that, this is what I had to remind myself every day. When I'm going through something with my mother, it's not her. It's a disease that she was dealing with.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I began the process of looking at it that way on a day-to-day basis. Now, today, when I speak to her, if I speak to her, once a day, twice a day, I'm seeing a change. I'm seeing a change, and I'm proud of the person that she's becoming. But I'm not with her every day. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't monitor everything.
And it's not my responsibility.
Are you still paying the bills?
Yeah, I do. Of course. I take, who else is going to take him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're her only child?
Nah, I have two younger brothers.
And how are they holding up?
They live in two separate homes,
Okay.
So they have people that really care about them and look out for them. And I still, do my due diligence as a big brother as well.
And when you start...
In fact, happy birthday, Ray. It's my little brother's birthday yesterday. Yes. I just got off a plane from Korea. I missed his birthday, but Happy birthday, Ray. I'm gonna see him soon.
All right, good deal. Man, there's so much there because I mean, you make love songs for a living. You make songs about relationships in your life for a living. And I know you write some, and I know you collaborate on some, right?
Yeah.
How does it manifest, though? You know, in your personal life and relationships, like, you know, when you have a weird relationship with the first woman that you ever loved in your life, your mother.
That's real,
right? And it's not all the way right. That's gonna manifest itself possibly later on in other relationships.
Yeah.
Have you crossed that bridge? Are you deep in it with somebody? Have you been deep in it with somebody?
I've been deep in it a few times, to be honest.
And
with
what
you.
happened?
You know,
Because that's the trust issues gonna play out. You know what I mean? That trust.
it's more honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was more about like looking for love in the wrong places for me. That's how it affected me. You know what I'm saying? Like going after like girls that weren't necessarily good for me. You know, or like that weren't. They had the pretty body. You know, sexy.
Mine was right.
Exactly. I wanted to fix it. I wanted to. You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
kind of what
And
you're
that's-
with your mom. Like you want to fix your
that's what
mom.
I'm
You
saying.
want to take care of her.
But in the past, you know, and this all honestly, this all ties back to where I am now and the type of music that I'm making and what the project is about, and we'll get to that. But in the past, I would say 3 to 4 years, I went through an incredible spiritual transformation. You know, personal spiritual transformation that has completely liberated the way that I look at people, the way that I look at my life, the way I handle my life, the way that I handle the people in my life, everything. So, and it was about liberating myself from my perception. Like nobody taught me what was right, what was wrong. Even as a young kid in the industry, I was adopted when I was 13. My first manager was the guy who adopted me. You know what I'm saying? And he got me in the game. So, like, nobody really taught me how to deal with people. Nobody taught me how. So I had to learn all these things by trial and error. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has a lot to do with why I made some of the choices that I've made trying to, like, growing up in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, I'm looking at myself now like, damn, like, I've learned all of this stuff. Now it's time for me to apply it. All this head knowledge, at some point, you got to apply it. And that's where I'm at right now.
And so your therapy has really been the spirituality.
100%.
And the music.
100%. Not even the music, because I haven't really but y'all understand, like, the music I was making and having a label is one of the biggest blessings that I could have ever, experienced, because they gave me a platform. But now I'm the type of person, I'm a Virgo, so I need to be in control of my destiny. And that was like always a fight for me. I wanted to be so in control of my destiny. And you know how the game is, like, you working for a corporation.
Yeah,
ain't
they
none
give
of
you that money up front. They
Ain't
give
none
you
of
that money
you know
up
what I'm
front.
saying?
You on their dime.
So now it's like, I feel like with God, of course, who none of this would be possible without, I'm in control of my destiny now on every level. And it pushed me to a point where I had to man up. I had to, learn things, deal with my own darkness, deal with my own temptations, everything that I was experiencing, and liberate myself from it so that I can be an example for somebody else coming from Baltimore, somebody else in any hood in America or around the world that wants to do something but don't know how to really deal with the situations that's holding them back. A lot of us have those. Everybody has, that situation we got to liberate ourselves from. And that's what it's about, man. It's about liberating yourself.
Getting that freedom, getting free out here as much as possible.
Freeing yourself from your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of times we put up obstacles on ourselves. Well, and often it's fear-based.
Most of the time it is.
Yeah.
Most of the time it definitely
It's about
is.
fear
You know what I'm saying?
and things you don't know. Mario, it's great to
Yeah.
hear you talk, man. It's great to hear that, man. Check on your mom. The new single and the new project. Now, you're not currently with RCA. You're out of that situation, but you got your own label. I heard you talking about it. Talk to us about
New
this.
Citizen.
What is this?
Well, New Citizen, it stands for and represents the creative God within all of us. When I think about creativity, it goes back to what you were saying, not having any fear, being present with yourself, being present with the people that you're working with, being present in, that creative space, whatever it is that you do. When you have no doubt and no fear, you create levels that is, on, that level. Is that
You go
level.
to a higher level.
Exactly. Yeah. You created levels in which when it comes back down and it's presented to the world, it's natural. It's you. It's it's something that I feel like people are gonna feel on another level because it was created from that like fearless place. So that's what New Citizen represents on all levels.
And so you're obviously the act on there. Are there other acts that you've signed already
Not
to this
yet.
label?
Not yet.
So you're looking.
But I will. I'm looking, but I'm kind of just letting it happen naturally. It's like I'm not looking to just go up and just sign anything. I want to be passionate about, anything I do, anybody I work with. And, I would love to work with some artists overseas. Like I just came from Korea and it's so much talent over there.
K-pop?
It's crazy.
It is insane.
There's this group, this young lady in the group called Bessie. Her name is Yuji. She's amazing. Like when I met her and I heard her sing, I'm like, I can tell that she studied Whitney and Beyonce and these artists. Like she really passionate about it. There's like real passion behind her voice. And a lot of Korean artists have that passion. It's not what you would think of as cookie cutter pop or whatever. So, artists like that and anything I'm passionate about, man, or anything that comes across that's just that I feel like is aligned with, they're aligned with their purpose. And it makes sense for what I'm doing.
You were also in Australia also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so dope. Like, I remember traveling is amazing. And just to see, like, their superstars and what, how first of all, how they respect and love our culture, but their own, you know what I mean? It's incredible to witness that. I met when I was in Thailand, I met a couple of Korean pop artists. I don't know their names, but Ebro.
Way to disrespect them on
I'm
the
sorry.
show.
I know. I don't remember the name.
I don't know their names.
But
very nice.
It's a lot of
the
them.
fans
It's a lot.
and the
There's a
way
lot
they
of them.
worship them it's different. I've never seen it like that.
If you get a chance to go to any country that you're accepted in, man, milk it and go over there. They love us over there. They love what we're doing. They love to be inspired by what we're doing. And they're waiting.
So
What's up?
you're an R&B sensation. That's how we know you. But this new record that we're about to play,
Yeah.
you have like a Migos flow on it. And I was confused. It was almost like you're rapping on the record a little bit. Is that the right record?
Is it like I don't know what's the record called?
This is the joint. You rapping on this joint.
I'm rapping on it?
It's like you almost like not really rapping, but it's like you sing rapping
Nah,
a little
man,
bit.
I'm just talking. It's one of those records. Actually, it has a deeper meaning to it, but it's just me expressing myself in a way that I haven't before.
But
I
you're not
what
outright singing though. Like you're not outright singing. You almost rapping. But it's how let me say it like this. I didn't expect you to sound like that.
That's what I wanted.
I'm used
though.
to you singing.
That's what
and
I
when I
want.
heard this record, I was like,
wanna
wait a minute,
do
why
things
is
that you don't
Mario
expect me to
rapping
do.
like Migos right now?
I want to do things that you don't expect me to do because I want people to see a different side of me than they've seen. I want you to see a different side. I want you to understand that Mario can do anything he wants to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
Like,
but don't you
just-
feel
no,
as
hold
an
on,
R&B
hold on.
don't you feel as an R&B singer though?
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists. I mean, look, Chris Brown spent a lot of time rapping. I talked to him about it. Like, and look, I know it's fun. People like doing that, right? But then you have the artists now, like even Drake, who raps and sings. You got Fetty Wap, who raps and sings.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call. Sings sorta. But you're a phenomenal singer though.
Right.
So why make this decision to not sing?
Having fun, bro. Having
Just
a good
having
time.
fun.
Not just having fun, but having fun and also showing the different levels and the different spaces that I can live in. It's like we all have so many different sides to us, so many different layers. Why not show them all? Why not show R&B? Why not show, that you can mix it up and do something different that you've done before? You know what I'm saying?
But don't you feel it's daring for your brand? Because
Not at all.
Not at all.
Because I'm a new artist at this point, in my opinion.
Okay. So you don't think
In
your
this
fans
project-
is going? I'm gonna play this record. We're gonna play this record.
No, but in this project,
Yeah.
I'm also gonna have R&B that people want to hear. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
of course you are. But this is new for you. You can't act like this ain't new.
Of course, yeah, it's new for me.
This is
but
new.
so is Breakup.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like people gonna believe what you believe. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Lord? People gonna believe. People gonna believe what you believe. You know, and at the end of the day, the record has a different type of message to it than what you hear in most hip hop.
No, for sure.
today.
For sure,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
message is different. Like I'm not even
Do
getting.
you
into
understand the message though?
That. I mean,
How you know for sure it's different?
well, because it was positive. It wasn't just about like sex and
No, I gotta
popping
make
pills
sure
and all
he-
that.
you know-
it wasn't. It was about love, man. It was
So-
about upliftment. That's the record that I heard.
What I'm talking about in this record is this. me understand, like, although I sing R&B records, right? I'm an R&B singer, but I live a lifestyle, and I live a lifestyle that has so many different colors to it and so many different fabrics that it's hard for me to just put all of that in just an R&B record. You know, it's just
I feel you.
it's just hard to do that.
Contemporary
You know what
music
I'm saying?
has different layers to it. I realize that. I know that new music isn't just like an artist comes out now and they're just a rapper or they're just a singer or the beat is just like this or I get all that.
Right.
All I'm saying is when I turned the record on, I was like, hold up. He got the Migos flow. And I know that's popular.
I've never seen the Migos come in on a record like that.
The patterning
We
of it.
gotta jump it. Got the model shoes. They be in the club looking for the way I'm moving on that record. The Migos never came on a record like that.
All right, fair enough.
I guarantee
I
you.
stand correct though.
Now
We'll
certain
play it for the
inflections.
people.
But look, all right. So what about when people do, like, you know, you hear, what about when Babyface got over 100 number ones, right? And all of the chord changes sound the same, but they're hit record R&B records.
Oh no. I'm not saying.
No, hold on.
I'm not saying your record is whack, or I'm saying I'm not,
I'm not
even
saying you're saying that either. That's not what I'm saying.
Babyface.
I'm talking about
R. Kelly did it too.
No, listen.
R. Kelly
I'm
used the
talking
same
about the culture of making hit records and making music.
But you're changing my argument. You're changing the conversation. I know what you're doing. I'm just talking about you.
I'm
coming
making
on
my
a record.
point. You making your point.
No. The point of it, this song is, I know what you're trying to do. The point of this song is the fact that you came on this record in a different way that I didn't expect, and it's not singing. Of
course.
That's all I'm saying.
And it's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Of course.
But I'm just challenging you because it's new for you.
Love it. That's why I'm here.
That's it.
Because you know what? I wanted to come up
But
here.
you definitely
because
tried to change the conversation.
Listen, nah, it was in the same. It was in the same house.
I'm like,
It
guys.
was in the same house, just in a different room, and that's all love. You know what I'm saying? So no, but look, man. At the end of the day, it's about making good music, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like making good music, and you know, let me warm it up some. You know, this Paradise Cove project is amazing, man. Shout out to T. Cole's composer, Alan Ritter. You know,
And you're
who helped
doing a
me
lot of
compose
writing
I Need
now.
More.
You're doing a lot of writing.
Yeah,
More so than
writing.
when you was young.
Yeah, more so when I was younger.
Because they was serving them up for you back in the day. Back in the day, it'd be like, you
I
gonna
agree.
sing these songs.
I agree. There are a few songs that I wish I had publishing on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Wait, I'm lost right now. What happened?
Well, because when he was a young singer, he's 15, 16 years
Right,
old.
right.
They're like, yo,
Yeah,
you
like-
signed to this label, sing these songs.
Okay.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't that,
It
but-
it was just the music business.
Right,
you know,
right.
it's- a hit record is a hit. We need a hit for this young man. Let's get him a hit.
And when you're a new artist, you don't carry as much. I mean, look, when you're a new employee anywhere, you don't get to walk in and make
Right.
the
You
rules.
just, take
This
what
is
you
true.
can get.
You
More or
are
less.
happy to be
More or
there.
less.
Not even, but I'm not even in a space where it's like, oh, I'm only writing on, like, because
No,
I'm
nah.
working with amazing young writers who I feel, is amazing. One of the writers I'm working with right now is named T. Coles. He's amazing to me. He's like one of the best young new writers out there. So it's like, if a record's a hit, it's a hit. If I love it, I'll sing it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against singing other people's records. I'm just, as long as it's in the lane of where I'm going for this project and it makes sense, the texture, the concepts. And most of the time now, I get a chance, I hang out with the people I work with before I just work with them.
You gotta get the vibe.
Yet I want them to understand who, because everybody, what you just did, oh, I got your next big, and then I got your next Let Me Love You. Those days are over.
Right.
Let Me Love You was hot because at that time, it was no R&B out like that.
Yeah.
It was a new sound. You know what I'm saying? And the stars aligned for that record to be what it is. People gotta understand, like, music, creation, art, all this stuff, I look at it as spiritual. Everything happens when it's supposed to. And if you know what you want and you know the direction you want to go in, and there's this, your will of intention is in the right place, there's nothing that you can't do. Of course, you're
Mario's
gonna
his
have-
name. Mario's his name, and we're gonna play this record. You gonna tee this up for the people.
I'm gonna go take a yoga class after this.
You gonna take a what?
A yoga
Yoga
class.
class.
You gave her mad
Oh, she
zen.
funny.
You do yoga?
Yes, I do.
Because I noticed the beads and all that.
Yeah, man. I stay zenned up, man. It's what keeps
Every
me
day,
going.
just like an everyday thing.
You know what, Ebro? You can learn from this guy. Good vibes only.
good
What I keep
vibes,
telling you,
positive
good
vibes.
vibes
it's very
only.
important, brother. To
Yeah.
stay on your square.
Keep centered. Keep
Yes.
keep
gotta
your
stay on your
chakra
square, man.
aligned.
You
You know
gotta
what I
stay on
mean?
your square.
Yeah, man.
You know the time.
You
it is.
you drink tea?
Yeah, I drink tea right now.
See right there.
It's Dunkin' Donuts tea. It's not.
Don't
the
slander
best tea,
Dunkin' Donuts now.
But
They keep the city running or whatever the slogan is.
yeah, man. Like it's all love, man. The project called Paradise Cove.
And when's that dropping?
I'm not sure exactly the date yet. You know, I really wanted to get this single out, put another single out. I wanted to show my fans that I'm gonna be consistent, you know, first, and then just, you know.
And so you won't
probably
even,
like after the summer sometime.
you won't even start doing shows. When do you start touring and doing shows and taking bookings and doing clubs, et cetera, et cetera?
I have a few things
people
lined
haven't
up.
seen you in what, 2 years?
Yeah, I have a few things lined up, specific things that I'm doing while I'm on this promo run. But shoot, I'm starting right away. But I'm still recording in the process. So.
Where you been in 2 years? Just in LA, dealing with
In
family?
LA.
Touring overseas?
Always overseas.
Yeah.
I go overseas at least 4 or 5 times a year.
Wow.
Just
Grab a
it's
bag.
just the world is
Get that bag
Secure
and come on.
the bag.
Shout to DJ.
It's just a big world out there, man.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's a lot of love out there.
It is.
You know, but this is home base, you know, and the US is a specific type of market, man. You know, it's a different type of beast.
Yeah.
It's a different type of beast. But it feels good to be back, you know, just introducing new music to my fans, you know, and being able to spend time with my family over the years was important. And right now, even now, like, my family's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my brothers, you know, close relatives, like, you know, they motivate me. My fans motivate me.
Are you still, you know, I know you had so much success early as a kid. I'm sure they were helping you put that money away when you was getting it young, right?
Who's they?
Oh, maybe. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
they?
whoever was.
Ask the question you really want to
He's
ask.
assuming
bro.
family. He's assuming family.
Well,
help him.
no, the people that got you in the game and managed you
Well,
and
well,
No,
his first
nobody-
manager adopted
nobody-
him, so that's what I'm saying. Family.
Nobody taught me anything. I learned everything on my own by trial and error.
so they wasn't making sure the money was stashed.
I'm
away.
not. Listen, nobody taught me anything.
Man, damn.
I'm good.
So money was stashed away.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying nobody.
But it
taught
was
me.
because of you, not because they was trying to
it
make
was
sure you
by
was good.
trial and error.
Right.
Good thing is the error wasn't too crazy.
Right.
He
You know
learned
what I'm
quick.
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He
Got it.
learned
But-
quick.
Yeah, man. Nobody.
So there was some
Nobody's-
L's taken. There was some
course.
losses, yeah.
Of course. But that's the best way to learn.
For sure. That's the
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
that's
what I'm
really
saying?
the only way to learn.
That's the best way to learn, you know, and that's it's a part of life. It's a part of growing, and I honestly I'd rather learn that way than any other way because it firsthand experience. It's nothing like it because you hopefully won't repeat the same mistakes over again. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like it. What's up, Laura?
Yo,
I
intro
wish
this song,
Rosenberg.
man.
When he coming back?
He'll be back Monday.
Next
man.
week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he would have
Hey.
kept it. He would have kept this interview nice and funny for you. He kept
This
it nice
is great.
and
What do
funny
you
for
mean?
you.
It was funny to
and
me.
light. He would have kept it light and funny.
Nah, it's
He wouldn't have
light.
let me. He wouldn't have let me jam
want
you
you-
up like that.
I look jammed up. I got
you had
jammed
to
up.
take
Hold
it
on.
together.
If this was
Not too
a
jammed up, no.
hold on, Laura. If this was a boxing match.
Oh,
Who-
don't,
no, hold on.
don't,
Laura,
don't
if this
put
was a boxing match, who still
Don't.
got
Right,
the
give him
Muhammad
the
Ali
win.
face?
Give him the one. Give him the win.
Should I
He
just
wants
give it to
Give
him?
him the W, man. He
Who still
wins.
got the
He wins.
the
man.
Muhammad Ali
you
face?
did pretty good. You a lot of dancing, but it was pretty good. It was
Hey,
entertaining.
listen. Hey, I'd rather dance around than get hit. I'm not gonna stand in the same place.